The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the assumptions, views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host and guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network. In addition, all copyrighted material is used without permission and will be removed with notification from the rightful owners or their agent. So there.
From the deepest depths of the interweb to all the ships at sea.
You found Just Killing Time.
Give yourself to the dark side.
On Radio TFI.
John Shannon. Bill Fancher. Ed Van Ness. Join the conversation. You can reach the guys at 754-800-CHAT. 754-800-2428. On social media, search for Radio TFI USA. From a payphone, call collect.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
My fellow Americans, our long national nightmare is over.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Hey, good morning, kids and kittens, from high atop the Radio TFI Executive Tower in Queens, New York. I'm Ed Van Ness. It is Sunday, September 15th, 2024. We'd like to welcome you back to Just Killing Time, or as we like to call it around here, Technical Disaster Radio. We believe we've solved some of our issues, but not all of them. And you'll hear them throughout the day.
For damn certain.
That is for damn certain. Oh, look at that. Who's that, kids and kittens? Well, joining us from... It's the 1977 Luling, Texas Watermelon Thumb Queen, Bill Fancher. Good morning, Bill. How are you today?
Kind of slow going today.
Bill,
if I have to get up and leave, I've got. Oh no! I'm always frozen.
There we are. Let's try it again. Bill, good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing all right. If I have to get up and leave, it's because I got to check. I got to check on my cat in the crock pot.
Really? Yeah. Well, of course you would. Of course you would. We're all eating better these days, thanks to thanks to. Oh, we're going to talk about all that. We're going to talk about all of those goodies. The debate and all that. My apologies. I'm hitting buttons here that I don't mean to hit. I'm stalling for time here as I'm pulling something up I should have pulled up earlier. I got here late, kids. I lived 12 feet from the studio, and I got here late. I'm running behind. I'm usually very well prepared in the morning. Our condolences to the great... James Earl Jones passed this week. 93 years old, led a good full life. The voice of CNN. Bill didn't know that. Bill's looking at me like he has no idea what I'm talking about. Which is usually the case.
Because you're breaking up.
What to do if I start breaking up?
Oh, well, I got red.
I see it. The little balls are to remind me. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's again, James Earl Jones passed this week. I listened to this week a baseball speech from Field of Dreams.
Oh yes.
It's just amazing. Because that was such an amazing... I still believe the most amazing piece of cinematography. Timothy Busfield, who plays the brother-in-law. Red-haired guy, used to be on 30-something. Played one of the nerds in Revenge of the Nerds, by the way.
Yes, he did.
As he's walking, he walks through the baseball field. Now, he can't see the players. and they're throwing balls and hitting balls, and he just does it like nobody's there. And I give him all the credit, not just him for having the nerve to do it, but
the timing
everything
had to be just perfect for him to walk through and throwing. And
if you haven't seen, it's worth it just for that scene alone. But the whole movie is.
If you haven't seen it, what are you, ignorant?
That's right. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Somebody to send cats and dogs over to you on a stick?
Cats and dogs to your house?
Cats and dogs living together. And, well.
You know, now I understand why they call it Pet Fresh.
Well, before we get into all that, you know what it's time for, don't you?
Oh, yes. Yay.
It's the Radio TFI Market Watch, brought to you by Pete and Tony's down by the highway. Uber closed the week at 72.48, up 2.90 from last week. Lyft closed the week at 11.35, up 29 cents from last week. Tesla closed the week at 230.29, up $19.56. They had a hell of a week. And finally, Trump closed the week at 17.97 and somehow managed to close the week up 87 cents. This has been the Radio TFI Market Watch, as always brought to you by Pete and Tony's. Quick thing about the stock market. This Friday coming up, I believe it's this Friday, Trump will be able to cash out his Trump World stocks.
It'll be gone.
Well, that's what they're saying. If he does that, which is likely he will, because he's a greedy son of a bitch.
Yeah, if. There is no if.
It will tank. It will tank the stock. There'll be nothing left. So here's looking for that now. Normally at this point in the proceedings, we take a visit over to Pete and Tony's to see what kind of merch they got. This week we're taking a little different trip. This week we actually went.
Oh, excuse me a minute. My cat got out of his crock pot. What are you doing in here? You're supposed to be in the oven.
Can I continue?
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead. Don't let me interrupt you, Bill. I'm just doing a show here. Anyway, as opposed to this week, we went to the real Trump merch store. Now, what we're about to show you are actual products with their actual prices for reals. Let's start with
specs for this.
You need your specs for this. You don't have your glasses on, kids and kittens. Put them on. Put them on. You'll want this. Now, there's your MAGA hat, your red MAGA hat. Of course, this is how you spot them in a well. $40 for this beauty. $40.
I mean, I'd get an MLB authorized hat for less than that.
I understand that, my friend. I'm just pointing them out. We're just a reporter here. Next from Pete and Tony's is you get a set of 12 lapel stickers. Gun owners for Trump. $12, $1 a holler. You can put these on your lapels, but then again, how many MAGAs wear coats with lapels? They don't even know what a lapel is.
There. Yeah, put them right in the middle of their. Put them right in the middle of their forehead.
That is absolutely correct. Moving on down the makes it a target. There you go. Now we have the we have the irony section. Now here's your Never Surrender black T-shirt. Also comes in white for $34. And I promise you, I don't even have to see this thing. I just see how they've photoshopped this. I don't think you get 5 washings out of it before you can see through it.
Moving on, flaking off.
Through the irony section is the Trump Never Surrender beer cozies. $15 a piece. You get 2 of them. You get $2. $15 for
2.
And they black or white. Black. And finally, in this section, you've got your Never Surrender coffee mug. Again, black or white. You get 2. Oh, no, you get 1. You get 1. It's $25.
One. I was going to say it's just 1.
$25. Moving on. Now, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. In the yard sign section, it's the Black Americans for Trump. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the only reason they have this there is that you can figure out where the black people live. That's the only reason I see. Because
where the white women at?
I believe they. How many of these would you like printed, Mr. Trump? 3?
Yeah.
Moving on down and this one's for you, pal. This is
yes.
What do we tell you about yelling? It breaks you up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kiss my ass.
Yeah, that's much better, much clearer. This is Navy Veterans for Trump for $26. Now, by the way,
I'm sorry.
They have all the armed services in there, but this
one. So you did that just for my benefit.
That was for you, Pally boy. This is the one I'm getting you. That's Mr. Schmuck to you. As we continue down the store aisle.
Can I get one for Christmas?
Yeah. I Miss the America I Grew Up In. This is my personal favorite for $27. Now, the America I grew up in was rife with the civil rights violations and the Vietnam War.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I can't say I'm really missing that. And most of these knuckleheads are about the same age. Very few of them grew up in the quote unquote.
I miss the Republican Party I grew up with.
I miss the fantasy land that I thought I grew up in.
That's also true too.
Wait a
minute. Does this come with some music? Does this shirt come with music?
No. And
finally, I can hear it.
And finally, my favorite, and it's timely as ever, for $34, you can get a t-shirt that says anybody, anytime, any place. And in small print on the back, it says, except Kamala Harris.
Except, I was going to say, is there an asterisk?
That's been our trip down the Real Trump merch store. I promise you, kids and kittens, we ain't going back there again anytime soon. But as always, go visit Pete and Tony's. They get stuff. They're just across the road on the highway. This has been the Radio TFI Market Watch. Yay! So we watched. That
was scurry.
It was. I thought that would catch your. So we watched the debate. Live on planet Earth. You saw Trump get his. I know he said he's out there screaming. Oh, we got polls that say we won 92-6. Really? Can you show us any of those?
3 against 1.
Right, 3 against 1. My favorites is yeah, Bill. One of my favorites. Harris had the questions in advance. We all had the questions in advance.
Yeah. Oh.
We all knew what was going to be.
And if that was the case, she had the questions in advance. What difference did it make? She was able to answer them where he just fumbled through every damn thing he was asked.
Right. There was even on Fox, they admitted that Trump's first answer was good. His closing was okay.
Last answer. So if you slept through the rest of the debate and watched the beginning and the end, you'd have thought Trump won.
You caught the first 30, 40 seconds, dozed off, woke up for the last, minute. Well, Trump must have whooped her butt. Must have opened up just a whole case of whoop ass on this.
Whole case of whoop ass.
Whole case, not just a can, not just, not just a 6-pack. But a whole case. And it was, she called it right from the start. He's just going to do name calling. And
the very beginning of it, she grabbed him by his cojones and started. When she walked out to shake his hand, he didn't know what to do. He was lost after that. And she even introduced herself. I love that. That was even better. Sticks her Kamala Harris.
That's right, because now he can't say, he can't mispronounce her name.
That's right.
Well, by the way, he never looked at her.
No, he
After
didn't.
that,
Amazing.
he never looked at her, never called her by name.
Uh-uh.
And he was just angry the entire time. I just finished watching a report. These poor folks in Springfield, the Haitian community. Say what you will about the Haitian community, and I can go on and on about cultural differences that make life a little irritating. Having
Yeah,
lived
but
in South,
be that as
But-
it may.
you know, we were fortunate. We did our own research. The crack investigative team here at Radio TFI. I'm sorry, it's the team that's on crack. Be that as it may, we were able
The
to
team on
intercept.
crack.
We were able to intercept calls to the Springfield police and
Were we
take a
really?
listen. This is going to blow you away.
Springfield Police, Chief Clancy Wiggum speaking. How can I help you? People are eating dogs? What do you mean, like hot dogs? Oh, cats. Mr. Katz is eating hot dogs. Nah. People are eating dogs and cats. People are eating dogs and cats in Springfield. Are they good?
Hank Azaria, everybody. And of course, all these Simpsons comparisons, because of course it is Springfield. But I mean, even the woman who supposedly got this whole thing kicked off is saying now, I'm sorry I ever put that meme out. She's apologizing. By the way,
she should be handcuffed and drawn down.
So now somebody's doing something in your neighborhood that is disturbing you, and it's
Ghostbusters.
horrible. Right, when there's something wrong. Who are you going to call? Your United States Senator?
Oh,
I would call
God.
Ghostbusters before I call my senator.
Yes, I would. Find Dan Aykroyd in the phone book and give him a call.
Who is calling the U.S. Senate to complain about people eating domestic animals?
Somebody trying to get some shiza started.
Right. There's no question about it. Of course, these don't know when we're going to do it, but we will be leaving StreamYard at some point. I haven't found a proper venue yet.
You haven't found a proper menu.
No, and I'm also going to need a new audio book.
Well,
Anyway,
that might be more than anything else.
That's definitely got to happen. So where was I? I was saying something.
You were talking about aliens in the neighborhood.
Yeah. I mean, come on. This is going to bring. Well, since we're talking about the debate and all these, let's get the boy right up there. Let's hear it out of his own mouth, because he's already denying that he said it.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the former president of these here United States.
I still can't get through that without laughing. It's like a little 12-year-old. You got him with his hand in the cookie jar. Well, Tommy was over there eating cats and dogs.
There was a certain point, and it might have been right after this, I forget. And I texted you this, and I put it on social media. Look on her face just screamed. Bless his heart.
And that was a Texan. Oh, bless your heart.
Right, exactly. Just set him in the corner where he's not going to bother nobody.
Y'all just don't pay him. Don't never mind. He'll get better later.
It will be better. It will be better. Which brings us to America's favorite news segment, MAGAs in the Wild.
Among the MAGAs, a bartering system has evolved, allowing for the exchanging of goods with other tribes. Less sophisticated than free trade, this bartering system involves a set of tariffs on outside goods, dramatically raising the cost of living not only for MAGAs, but sadly for the entire species.
Our continuing series, and we'll have a few. So Bill, you watched the full debate. Give me your.
She put her foot on his throat at the very beginning and just pushed the pedal to the metal. And she did not let up.
She did not.
I mean, I've heard some people say that she didn't discuss policy as much. I don't think that was the case. She discussed, when she was asked a question first, she discussed enough policy that you got a good idea what she's talking about, what she's going to do. Trump, on the other hand, if you asked him his policies, it was Neverland and Peter Pan and fairies flying around.
All about illegal immigrants.
Yeah, that was 90% of his answers.
By the way, folks, if you want to join us, 754-800-CHAT. 754-800-CHAT. If you're on the YouTube, and we appreciate if you would join us over there, you can comment. Excuse me. Oh, respond to that.
I'd like to hear from all the dogs and cats out there.
Yeah, we're getting to that. And while you're on the YouTube, please like and subscribe. Set the little alarm so you know when we come on, which is Sundays at 10 a.m. But yeah. He's he started right off. Again, she didn't predict it. I mean, it was to know what he was going to say. You know,
but who? Nobody thought the dogs and cats was going to come up. Where does that even belong in the presidential debate? I mean, no, where's that belong in any debate?
Any discussion? I mean, it has been. I watched an interview with E.D. Knucklehead, and of course he's being told, just like Trump. Oh, well, Trump's answer when he was told by the ABC, David Muir, we've spoken to the mayor. The mayor says it's not had. There's no reports of that. And Trump, of course, says, going back to your 12-year-old analogy, I saw it on TV.
They don't lie on TV. It must be true.
No.
I read it in the paper.
Yeah. I read it in the National Enquirer.
Have you read any of your interviews, Donald?
Getting back to JD, what's his name?
JD Cats in My Pants.
Yeah. He was given an opportunity to kind of wiggle out of it.
He threw his ass on the bus.
Now, I saw your boy Chip Roy. He hopped on it for a little while. But if you notice, and maybe I missed something, you don't see a lot of the usual suspects jumping on there talking about they're backing off of this thing. This is like, once again, a Springfield reference. Homer Simpson banging up into the hedge. This is they're steering clear of this one.
This was pretty much radioactive.
Yeah. You've kind of bit it on this one there.
And can I say something real quick about Chip Roy? He's retarded.
Don't hold back. Tell us how you really feel.
Kind of encompasses it in a nutshell.
How's your boy Colin Allred doing down there against Cruz?
Hey, him and
my bad. That's all on me.
Ted Cruz, go fuck yourself.
My bad. Been a rough morning. Here's a bonus.
Him and TC
go fuck yourself.
Are apparently neck and neck, which and they're both at like 41%, which means if you're an incumbent and you're under 50%, you're sucking hind booby.
There you are. That's what we like to hear. And just a reminder, kids and kittens, even if you are registered to vote, especially if you're in a quote unquote red state, double check your registration. Make sure.
Oh, no doubt.
Because they are going around there. Texas is, from what I understand, is one of the most difficult places to register to vote.
But Ed, I don't see it. I registered to vote when I was 18, and I've never had to do it again. All you have to do to maintain your registry, I guess, is to vote, and it automatically renews itself every time. And
Okay,
I've never had a problem with it. But this is a retired white boy talking, so
that's the point I'm getting at. You're a white boy, and you're not a 22-year-old black female. Well, you're not a 22-year-old black female in Dallas.
No,
and all that kind of stuff. That's that's who they're playing fast and loose with. So again, if you happen, or if you know somebody, or by the way, just to listen to the show, thank you. Seriously, go out there and check. Look, I'm in New York State, as blue as you get, and I'm in New York State, as blue as you get, and I still think I'm going to.
Never mind. That was a mistake.
Okay, I'll be double checking mine come the beginning of October to make sure I'm getting my mail-in ballot. And yes, I do a mail-in ballot.
Oh, do they have somebody that's running for that douchebag that was kicked out of Congress, whatever district that was in New York?
Already done.
Oh, okay, all right. Because I thought I saw somebody they had on was running for the first district or second district. I don't know if that's yours or not.
That's already done. It's
okay.
Back. Joke about George Santos. What it was.
Ah, there's the name. Okay, I had purged it from my memory.
So speaking of this clip, I'm going to play. It's been around for a few years, and it's the wonderful Jordan Klepper from The Daily Show, and he goes to all the Trump rallies, and he just has fun with them. Now, I want you to pay special attention to this gentleman that he's interviewing. This is about who, and we just had the September 11th anniversary, and of course, we all take a moment to remember. But I'd like you to listen to who this guy holds responsible.
Barack Obama had a big part of 9/11.
Which part?
Not being around, always on vacation, never in the office.
Why do you think Barack Obama wasn't in the Oval Office on 9/11?
That I don't know. Would like to get to the bottom of that.
Have you never seen that?
No. We'll have to look into that. It's because he ain't been elected for 5 years, you dumbass. Wow.
See what you miss by not being.
Sometimes I'm telling you, by not trolling social media out there,
I'll tell you what,
I'm really missing out on things.
There are things, and there are things you just don't know what you're missing there, buddy boy.
We need to check into that. Yeah, come on, let's do that.
I believe you do. I believe you need to get yourself one of their Twitter accounts. You need to be Twitter. I'm very serious about it, just to have a base of reference. Now, stepping aside, that this is on a completely different topic, but since we're talking about social media and things that go viral, this is the term viral. I mentioned something to you about a week or so ago, and you had no idea what I was talking about. None whatsoever. Bill, Mr. Fancher, distinguished Navy veteran, and all around nice guy. Let me introduce you, a Hawk Tour girl.
How many is on your roster?
There's only one I want. I love you, Pookie, forever.
How do you get over a breakup?
The only way to get over one is get under another. Beat the cobwebs off this thing.
This mother don't miss. What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk to it. Spit on that thing. You get me?
See, that's what I thought there. Hawk tui.
I like the first line. The only way to get over one is to get under another.
Get under another.
By the way, she's been making the rounds. She's got an agent now. Look, I've listened to her talk. She's a very sweet girl. She's very funny. She's just out having a good time with her girlfriend. This guy comes up, and interviewing her, and she just look. I didn't. The first time I saw that, I said, "This girl just drunk having a good time." There's no.
I was going to say there had to be some alcohol involved in that interview.
As much as I don't want to believe it, but she was funny. She was funny. They had her throw out the first pitch a couple of weeks ago at a Mets game.
Oh, did they really?
But the funny thing was, he threw the pitch from like just off the mound in the grass towards the third baseline to her friend. Apparently, none of the Mets players wanted to be,
No, nobody wanted to touch the ball.
She's
that's
sweetheart.
It was a spitball.
Oh, really good, though. I hadn't even considered that. So now you know who the Hawk Tour girl is. So now when you hear this, when it is bandied about, you know who it is we're referring to.
Okay, because I really needed to know that.
You really did, because she's a cultural icon now.
It was weighing down it was pushing down all the things I had to do. I had to find out who this woman was.
I could have explained it to you, but it was much better to show it.
Much easier to just show it. It's one of those things.
Yeah. All right, so now we've got Trump running around the country talking about how he beat up on Harris. While I believe there are people that will vote for him a third time, I can't believe there's that many people. I can't believe there's that.
I had to call somebody. Oh, this might get more involved than what I mean for it. But guy that we bought a new used car. And I like that term, new used car. Bought a second car. And I'm having to get the license plates and everything. So I call the guy to get everything situated and stuff. And I knew he was a Trumper, but I didn't think he was that bad. And he went off on, "Did you watch that debate?" I said, yeah, I did.
Hold on one second. Hold on, Bill. Did he say debate or debate?
You might have been debate. So,
Debate,
I'd have to double check that. But anyway, he goes off. I said, "Yes, sir, I did." And I started chuckling, and he goes, it was set up from the beginning. She had an earpiece in her ear. It was 3 against 1. She knew all the questions. And I said, yeah, and Trump knew none of the answers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pause right here because we have a special guest with us on the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Good morning, sir. How are you today?
I thought I was expecting a call from you.
You were going to get it.
God.
Boy, oh boy. Anyway, how you doing,
pal? I'm not a patient man.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You're not patient, period.
I am getting ready to get the hell out of this hospital where they busted my ass like a government mule, but yet I can still stand up to take a pee. So life is good.
We are oh so proud of you, sir.
90% of it right there. As long as you can write your name in the snow, you're good.
Congratulations, John.
I still have Minnesota on my mind. I don't stick that stuff out in the wintertime. I'm afraid it'll freeze.
Are you kidding me?
No,
it would turn into a frightened turtle. Come on now, we all know that.
It's the shrinkage.
It's the shrinkage, Jerry. It was cold. Anyway,
It was
anyway,
cold.
John, we are happy to hear from you. And if I understand things correctly, I believe you're going to be joining us back on the show full time next week.
A week from today. Yes.
Right. Next Sunday.
As far as I know, yes.
Yeah, we are very much looking forward to that. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to tune in. You'll get to see his bright, shining face.
I don't know if you will or not. I went back to went to YouTube to try to find the show, and I entered "Just Killing Time" in the search bar, and I got everything. All I got was the goddamn Clint Black song.
No, you gotta
go. Yeah, even I know that.
Radio TFI USA. So
I've had a stroke since then.
So goes the rumor. So goes the rumor.
I thought that was just a vicious Springtown rumor. Or Springfield, sorry.
Yeah.
By the way, John, you are our closest reporter on scene. You're in Ohio. Tell us more.
Yeah.
Tell us about Springfield.
Well, I've never been to Springfield.
Yeah, but do they deliver when you order your food?
Yeah, this is where Pete and Tony's is actually located.
There you go. I think the back of Pete and Tony's is the local humane shelter.
That's wrong.
Located in Plain City, Ohio.
There you go. There you go.
Does that dog come without buns?
Hot dogs.
We're all
hot dogs.
We're all going to hell. We're all going to hell.
Yeah, but at least I'm going to take the peanut butter box with me.
The peanut butter box is here.
All right, young Mr. Shannon, you got anything else for us there, buddy boy, from our on the scene reporter in Ohio?
Well, I can't give you much from Ohio, but I heard what happened to your idol there, Tua.
Oh, well, yeah, we were going to talk about that in the next hour, but he's for those not paying attention, Thursday night my Dolphins played the Buffalo Bills at home in beautiful Joe Robbie Stadium, and they got whooped. And Tua made a great play. He ran headfirst into. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the guy's name. The kid that had the heart attack.
Hamlin.
Yeah, Hamlin. Nothing wrong with the play. Hamlin did nothing wrong. But Tua went down like a sack of potatoes, and they say he's got another concussion. And this, I have to accept the sad fact. This may be it for the young man. Because
I'm afraid you're right.
I want to see him continue play, but not at the price that they have to pay. It's not worth it.
Let me tell you something. A brain injury, as I can attest to, a brain injury is nothing to screw around with.
Nope, it damn sure ain't.
Absolutely not.
That's why I had mine sucked out years ago, and you can call me MAGA Ed.
There you go.
Thank you.
But John, now you can talk to Ted Cruz and understand what he's saying.
Well, I couldn't understand Ted Cruz before my stroke.
Ted Cruz, go fuck yourself.
Pretty much, exactly.
Maybe you can follow Jim Jordan better now. I don't know.
Oh, I think I've said this on the show if I'm not mistaken. Jim Jordan's district is not that far away from my congressional district.
But I understand you can still get your fried cat delivered.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it's so bad.
Wait, is it cat or catfish? I forget.
Ooh, that's the double menu. That's the surf
Oh,
and turf.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the
that's
surf
it.
and turf. Surf and turf. John, we've got your picks for football. We'll go over them when we get
do we
there.
now? Okay.
We do. John gave them to me yesterday. We're gonna take care of that for him this week. Last week, you let Gerald essentially do your picks for you, and you wound up with a point, as opposed to some people on this show who wound up with 0.
I wonder who that could have been.
Yeah, I don't know. We're still digging into that.
Is Bill actually still getting points on this show?
Bill's-
on this game?
Bill's leading with 2. You got 2.
You know damn right.
And
Yeah,
you missed
sun shines on a dog's ass now and then.
You missed
That's
it last
right.
week. As it turns out, in this continuing story, it turns out Gerald was driving the Radio TFI delivery truck down in somewhere in Texas. He got cut off by a dude in a wheelchair. And
He was ambushed by wild feral cats.
there was an accident. And whatever package he had to deliver in Wichita Falls, Texas, I don't know what happened to it, but Gerald's voice changed. And
It did.
It did. Oh, tune in an hour two. At the bottom of the hour. We're still dealing with
it was serious.
We're still dealing with the
He got off the truck when they were all trying to attack him and goes, "I'll be your huckleberry."
Well, Diane knows full well the dangers of feral cats. Yeah, we had one at the house that we were feeding every now and then. He showed up on the damn doorstep, and he wouldn't get out of her way, and she wound up stepping on him, and
oops,
it was nothing more than effing meow after that.
Yep, that's gonna happen. My old business partner, we had a lot. Our original office and lot. There was a whole clouder of feral cats.
Called a tribe.
No, it's not. It's called a clouder.
Oh, clouder.
Thank you, Barb.
That wasn't Barb.
What was that?
That was Diane.
Oh, thank you, Diane. Sorry.
Welcome.
Hey, bitch, why ain't you talking back there?
Anyway, Rick would feed them, and we went through multi-generations. And the funny thing was, and the funny thing was, even with the kittens, you could get a kitten who was like, weeks old, and you couldn't convert them to a house cat. They stayed feral. I took one of them home, and I had to bring him back after a couple of weeks because he was happy around outside. So, what are you going to do?
You don't have the right tone of voice to talk to a feral cat.
Don't. But Rick, he would come out every morning to feed them. They loved him. Oh my goodness, they loved him. Not so much. And then
dry food, or did he get Shiba?
No, he gave them dry. Came out of the company budget. There was an argument about that too. Let me tell you.
I guess there probably was.
I wasn't entirely against it, but it's like, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Exactly.
Anyway, John, I want you to
John, I got to say something real quick there. You're close enough to Cincinnati. If you don't go down there and bomb that stadium after what the hell they've been doing to the Twins the last 2 days.
Whoa. We don't talk like that. And remember,
if you don't go down there and bomb that stadium.
No. If an FBI, you want to go to Texas.
Oh, please. Please, I'll give you my address. Come knock on my door. We'll have a good long talk.
Better yet, I'll give you his address.
And I'll just let him come. I'll barbecue up some cat and dog, and we'll be all set and ready to go.
A couple of good old boys. John, I want you to hang tough here for a second. We have our new series, Magas in the Wild.
Okay.
Stand by, take a listen to this.
Among the MAGAs, a lack of education is common, leading to a limited understanding of the world around them. This undereducation fuels their reliance on misinformation and conspiracy theories as they struggle to differentiate fact from fiction in their environment.
Another in our ongoing series, MAGA's in the Wild. All right, Mr. Shannon, we're gonna let you go here. Enjoy your day.
I will as much as possible.
And we will be in touch during the week. And we look very much forward to having you back on the show full time with a big old video picture and everything.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, pal. You
You
have
should,
a good week.
dog.
All right. We'll see you guys later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take it easy. Bye.
John Shannon, ladies and gentlemen. The one, the only, the indisputable
Hey,
champion.
George, I need some more drink. Sorry.
Well, are we interrupting you? Are we?
No, I'm just trying to get something, and I'm telling Barb to get it for me. Because that's how you talk to your wife after 40 years. At least that's how we do it here in Texas. I don't know how you do it in the rest of the world.
So I opted not to bring the video on. Stephen Miller, you remember him.
Yeah, he sang the Joker and all those other songs.
No, different.
Oh, that was Steve Miller. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was Steve Miller. He had a band. But Stephen Miller from the Trump administration, you know, the guy who was like 30 years old, looked like he's about 70. So he's in this. You know who I'm talking about. The bald-headed guy, looks like Dracula. Very, very monotone. Oh, come on. You know who Stephen Miller is.
I might once I see him, but you know, right now the name has no connotation.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
I don't follow those knuckleheads.
He was big in the Trump. He's Trump's speechwriter.
Oh, so that's who we have to blame for it.
Am I going to have to whip up a photo of him? Is this?
You might have to.
My goodness, I'm shocked and appalled. I'm shocked and appalled. But since everything I'm about to talk about hinges on you knowing who this knucklehead is, former senior advisor to El President Trumpo.
El Presidente?
El Presidente. El Presidente. And yes, he was he was El President. Well, he was the advisor. This is killing me that I got to do this.
Is it breaking your heart?
All right, Bill. Now look at your screen.
Oh, is it breaking your heart?
Does that guy look familiar? Does that guy look familiar?
Kinda, maybe. Kinda, maybe.
Good grief. Anyway,
what's the point to this?
So anyway, Stephen Miller.
What's the point to this?
Well, I'm getting there. Stephen Miller, or as he's also known, Pee Wee German, bit of a Nazi.
Okay.
So anyway, he's in the spin room after the debate on Tuesday night. And there's a gentleman from Venezuela, journalist, who is interviewing him, or trying to. There's a gaggle of people around. So Miller starts spewing out, well, Venezuela emptied their prisons, they sent all criminals, yada, yada, yada. That's why their crime rate has just bottomed out. It's almost nothing. So the reporter says, tell me where you got those. Did you get those numbers from the Maduro government? Maduro being the dictator of Venezuela. Miller goes on for about 3.5 minutes, doing everything but answering the question. Do you want to see children die? And he's just going off, and none of it makes sense. None of it, and the journalist keeps standing there very politely going, asking you where you got your numbers. Miller's asking him questions. No, I just want to know where you got the numbers. You and Trump are putting these numbers out there. Where? Get them from Maduro. He just wants to, and he just will not answer the question.
Reaching up the old snaky trail.
Yeah. But, it was, that would have been a lot better had I not had to do 5 minutes of.
Oh, did I steal your thunder?
Yeah, a little bit.
Sorry.
Why you're right. I need to give you your opinions on Fridays.
See, you messed up, and look what happened.
I don't disagree. By the way, here's a quote from the interweb that you have no business on, or you ignore. Quote, the only thing I like about Trump is that no one is working harder to make sure he never gets reelected than himself.
That's for damn certain.
Yep. And to his VP, JD Vance on Taylor Swift. And I love this, and I thought about this as soon as he said it. I don't think many people are going to be influenced by a billionaire celebrity who I think is disconnected from the interests and problems of most Americans. Is that not a word for word?
Was he talking about Taylor Swift, or was he talking about Trump?
Exactly. Except I don't think Trump's a billionaire, but
Oh, okay. See, you brought that up. Kamala missed the golden opportunity to have nailed him up and thrown darts when she said something about money and whatnot, and he said, I have plenty. Oh, I'm not the person of a golden or silver platter handed to me, went bankrupt 6 times. Yeah. And he said, oh, I've got billions of dollars, I got more money than anybody knows. She had the perfect opportunity right then to say, then pay your damn fines.
Well, that she should have said, but remember, she also did say to him, and you inherited all that.
Yeah, and you went bankrupt 6 times.
I mean,
I don't think it was 6. I know it is at least 2 or 3, but
it's like 5 or 6.
Is it 5 or 6?
Yeah, there's a video out that, again, I thought about playing, but doing too many videos, but basically runs through all the failed businesses.
Well, the worst of them is a casino. Even the mafia can't bankrupt a casino.
You and I couldn't bankrupt the casino. Prince money. Just let it be. And
yes, leave it alone, and it's going to make money. That's the whole point of a casino.
The whole point of a casino is if you've never been in a casino, you walk in, and this is when I fell in love with Las Vegas, because everybody there, they will smile at you. They will pat you on the back, tell you a joke. They will sing you a song. They will dance a dance. They will feed you, provide you drink, companionship, whatever you want. But make no mistake about it. And they don't shy away from this. They're there for one reason and one reason only. That is to separate you from your money. Now, you're going to have a good time doing it. And guess what? They're going to, every now and again, they're going to let one of us knuckleheads walk away with some of it. Why? Because I'm still talking about 30 years ago when I won $10 and a video poker machine at Circus. I'm still talking about it.
It's the cost of doing business. You got to let some knucklehead win every now and then to keep the theory that you have a chance to win.
That's right. Well, if this brain dead piece of crap if this cat eating son of a bitch can do it, why can't I? I'm smarter than this.
And it's got nothing to do with playing a slot machine.
Oh, no. Look, once we get you in the building, you're ours. Bill, have you ever been to a Vegas casino?
No, I've been to Reno, but I've never been to Vegas.
Same thing. Yeah. If you've never been, it's true. No clocks, no windows. I don't know about the pumping oxygen into the room, but it wouldn't surprise me. And everything you need is right there. There is no reason. You cannot do anything without walking through the casino. Want to check into your hotel? Got to go through the casino. You're coming back from the day, you want to get to your room, elevators, you got to walk through the casino. You want to get out of the building? Got to walk through the casino. Want to go to the
The
restaurants?
restaurants are in the farthest back corner of the casino, so that
It's
you
just
have to walk all the way through it.
Just like the old drugstores. That's why the pharmacist, or even now, still CVS, Walgreens. There's a reason the
They're at
pharmacist
the back
is
of the store.
yeah, it's because you got to walk by everything else.
Mhm.
And then, although nowadays everything is locked up, and I'm telling you, we're getting to the point. We're getting to the point where you're going to walk into Walgreens, CVS, and whatnot, and you're going to say you're just going to punch on the screen what you need, and they'll bring it up to the counter for you because they. I don't know about in Texas where you are, but here in New York, everything gets locked down now.
That is
Because
so ridiculous. I got to walk in and have somebody unlock the Baby Ruth bars.
because what happens is that it happens out in California too. There's
Oh, the smash and
Under-
grabbers.
right, but under a certain amount, I think here in New York it's $950. But if you take less than that, they're not even going to arrest you. You know, and you're going to be out within hours. So they just come in, scoop up.
Not down here. You stole a dime. We gonna string your ass up by your cojones, boy.
Well, that's Tejas.
That's
And
right.
I'm talking about here in the real world. I can't wait to
You
leave.
do have a point.
Now, not that I can't wait for retirement to happen and all that, but it is 11. Oh, you can't see it. 1,193 days. But who's
Is
counting?
it? I'm minus 946.
And by the way, that number could get lower depending on how
It
things
could.
go. It's I can start collecting Social Security next year, 66 in 10 months. I mean, I could collect now, but it would be
Pobrecito.
yeah. So I gotta wait, but boy, oh boy, I am. Ever since this whole retirement became realistic for me, it's all I can think about. It is all I can think about.
You better hurry up and get it. You better hurry up and get it. I'm taking all your money.
No kidding. No kidding. Leave a little for the rest of us there, Pally boy. You know, look, I put mine in. And again, they want to stop Social Security. That's fine. Give me everything I put in with interest over the 50 years.
I'll be happy.
I'm good. Give me my.
I figured out the other day I have to live to be 113 to get back what I paid in Social Security with interest.
Well, that may be. I don't have the numbers.
So I'm gonna push the envelope.
Yeah, Barb will get the rest of it, right? She gets yours when you can.
Somehow or another.
I
gotta bring this up. This can I get some music before I rant on about this?
You want to hold it till next hour?
Yeah, I can hold it for till the next hour.
We'll send over some fried cat with a side of fried rice. How about that?
Fried rice. All
Fried
right.
rice.
Because this is something that might take a few minutes to.
We'll have a few minutes. We have a little bit more time on the other side. We'll do it after. There it is. There's the time.
Then good. We've never had enough time for that.
We will do it after on this date. All right, kids and kittens, that's going to do it for the first hour here on Just Killing Time. Stick around. We got a little something to show you on the other side. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. We got On This Date coming up, whatever Bill's surprise is, and football picks. You're listening to Just Killing Time on Radio TFI.
Time for kitty cat.
TFI.
You've found Just Killing Time.
Hello, handsome. Is that a 10-gallon hat? Or are you just enjoying the show?
On Radio TFI. Join the conversation. You can reach the guys at 754-800-CHAT, 754-800-2428. On social media, search for Radio TFI USA. From a payphone, call collect.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light beer from Miller.
Down it, crap!
I love them. These fans know I drink light because it's less filling and it tastes great. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front
Come on,
row.
come on.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Good seats, hey, buddy? He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
Oh, I have a little letter here. Gotta read this letter for you. It's from Huntley, Montana. And it comes from Dan Parlish. And he says, I watch a show every day on a Billings, Montana station, and I love Gene the Dancing Machine. I just wish you'd give him another chance. So, all right, let's give him another chance. Lay it on now. Here comes Gene the Dancing Machine.
I forgot to turn things on and off. Welcome back, everybody, to Just Killing Time. Hour 2 here. I'm Ed. He's Bill. Maybe you can. The wonderful world of technology problems. I can't even speak. Technology. It is Sunday, September 15th, 2024. Once again, I'm Ed. He's Bill. I'm in Nueva York. He is somewhere in the nation of Tejas, where Entermen and
Nobody knows. Nobody knows where I am.
They will. We're going to tell the Secret Service all about you.
A secret hideaway.
I am woefully unprepared this hour. But now, before we left in hour one, at the very end of it, picking up where John Shannon usually leaves off, suddenly with 4 seconds to go in the hour, decides he's got something he wants to talk about. I managed to wrestle this big hog down, and granted, not as tasty as a kitty cat. But we're going to put the entire show on hold right now. We are hitting the brakes, the mechanical brakes, the air brakes, the Jake brakes, them's the brakes, and give me a break. Bill, what is it that you have to say?
Okay.
All right, thanks, Bill. We appreciate your time. Let's move on.
No, moving on. I'm trying to stay calm because I don't want to blow the microphones out. However, I discussed the fact that the wife and I bought us a second car. I have my VA disability, so I'm entitled to the disabled veterans tags, which allows me to park in handicapped spots and blah blah. So I called to get my new plates, and they said, okay, fill out the paperwork, take it to the doctor. Now, this is at the VA, mind you. So I send that all in. It's taken like 4 days. I'm going, what takes so long for us to sign this? Comes back. I'm at 100% disability rated through the VA, 100%. The VA says I don't qualify for my disability tags.
Because of your cat eating?
It's got nothing to do with my cat eating. It's even worse than this. So I'm
shocking.
like, well, how do I not qualify? Well, we've changed the rules for what qualifies for disabled tags. I go, oh, you have you? Well, now you have to have this and that and blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, really? And why were the rules changed? Well, because we found out we were giving out too many of them. Too many disabled placards. Well, did you ever bother to think there's that many of us out there? And that we're not getting better. There's just more every freaking year. Did you ever think? Well, and that right there should explain the VA. They don't think.
You see?
So now I go, okay, fine. You guys want to play that game? I'll go around the system and I'll go to the doctor, the civilian doctor that did my knee replacement. I'll get him to write me a script for the placard.
That's showing them.
Bastards. Oh, I'm sorry. I hate that when that happens. Trigger finger. VA should take care of that too, but they won't.
I got a question for you, Bill. How long has it been since something on you popped up unexpectedly?
Just now.
Prior to that.
Oh, hell if I know. But is that not the dumbest damn answer to anything? We were giving out too many disabled placards.
Sounds like government.
Yeah, well, at least give me a box of cheese, would you?
Well, it sounds to me like they realized they were handing out too many to people that shouldn't be getting them.
Well, now that I won't disagree with. If you're going to change. Well, actually, when I first got out of the Navy, it was at 20%. And it upgrade. You were not entitled to the disabled vet tags for the parking privilege until you reached 50%. Okay, that makes sense. Well, then if you're going to say, well, we're giving out too many, well, then raise it to 75%. But now it's because, oh, well, you have to have a lung problem. You can't breathe. Well, hell, I can't walk 180 feet to get into the damn store without sitting down for 5 minutes. But, oh, somebody that can't breathe and's got an oxygen tank. Oh, they drive him right up to the door.
But he's different, William.
No, it's percentage. It's percentages. That's got not a damn thing to do with what it is. 100% is 100%. I don't give a damn how you add it up. It's still 100%. Even in Texas, you should be able to do that math. So, all you veterans out there, we need to get together, go to the VA, torches and picks, and let's get this taken care of. They can't screw us. We screwed back. Thank you. We vote. We're not suckers and losers. I yield my time.
Feeling better?
Somewhat.
Okay. I just got a message. You need to move your car. You're in a handicap spot without the proper
handicap spot.
That's going to be the irony if you get a ticket for it.
Oh, I'm begging for it. I'm begging for one.
If you were to get a ticket like that, I guarantee you, from where I sit in beautiful Queens, New York, I will be able to see Bill's head rocket up into the sky, clear from Texas.
You'll at least hear me. You'll at least hear me. I'll guarantee that.
Oh, help me out here, buddy. Help me out here.
Cue the band.
All right, kids and kittens, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for On This Date and birthdays, and I'm still not happy with what we're calling this, but we'll work it out. Now, I want you to, on this date, September 15th in 1830, the Duke of Wellington opened the Liverpool. Oh, wait a minute. I did that wrong. Hold on.
All right, now we're...
1830, the Duke of Wellington opens the Liverpool and Manchester Railway at Parkside Station in England. Now, also in 1830, on the same day, by the way, you need to understand, I put this all together weeks ago. I got ahead. I was off work and I got ahead like a month on this. I did all the sound effects like a month ago. Okay. All right. So on the same day, William, well, hold on. Let's play it. Play it. William Huskinson becomes the first passenger killed by a railway train while attending the opening of the Liverpool and Manchester Railway. England.
He just couldn't help it. He had to stare at the train wreck.
I stumbled across this. I'm like, are you kidding me?
There is no way this is true.
Like, according to my sources, and the cat thing I just put in, I thought it'd be funny. I had no idea. Let's move on.
Son of a.
In 1928, Scottish bacteriologist Alexander Fleming discovers penicillin while studying influenza. 1946, Dodgers beat the Cubs 2-0 in 5 innings in Brooklyn. Game called because of gnats. The Lone Ranger. 1949, The Lone Ranger premieres on ABC TV. Io Silver away.
Here's your trivia question. You know the name. You know the name of his.
Go ahead.
Okay, you know the name of his horse, right?
Yes.
What was Tonto's horse's name?
I just had it in my head. I knew you were going to ask that question. Scout.
Attaboy.
Here we go. Finally. In 1963, the Alou brothers, Felipe, Matty, and
Jesus
appear in San Francisco Giants outfield for 1 inning and a 13-5 win over the Pittsburgh Pirates at Forbes Field. Now, moving on. Born in 1254, passed away in 1324. Let's see if Bill can do this. Marco.
Polo. What, you think I wouldn't get that?
There are times and there are times. And for you racing fans out there, born in 1881, we lost him in 1947. Ettore Bugatti. Cargo fast.
That was so sad. That was so sad.
1907, born in 1907 on this day and passed in 2004. Friends of Big Monkeys Everywhere. Fay Ray. Born in 1938. We lost him 2 years ago. You'll know this, man. Gaylord Perry.
Oh.
What was Gaylord Perry known for there, Bill?
Spitball. The grease ball. The Vaseline ball. Load 'em up ball.
Florida Marlins had Charlie Huff, their opening day very first game pitcher, running pitcher. The Dodgers
original knuckler baller.
I was at the game. First pitch in Marlins history was a strike. Lisa Rupta, you would have thought we won the World Series. Moving on, celebrating his birthday today, turning 78, Oliver Stone.
Yay! Back and to the left.
Had a conspiracy theory he didn't like. Also turning 78 today. Look for him in every outhouse, doghouse, and hen house. It's Tommy Lee Jones.
Give me one of them donuts with the sprinkles on it.
Guess who turned 63 today? And you know what this is going to mean. Dan Marino.
Yes. Oh, gosh. Wow. His birthday.
Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team. We track the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl.
Maybe not this.
And when you say Miami, you're losing to Buffalo.
I almost said the F word there.
Oh, did you? So was that yesterday?
Today. Oh, what?
Oh, okay, because yesterday was Barb's birthday, so her and Dan Marino are the same age?
Wait a second. Happy birthday, Barb Fancher.
Oh.
A day late. We did not know that.
Well, this is on this date, not on the other date.
That is true, but just the same, we can squeeze it.
Oh, okay.
Also, turning 40 years old today. Can you believe this? Prince Harry.
Huh.
Can you believe it?
Huh.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
And that's going to do it for that, kids and kittens. The cat thing. I did this a couple of weeks.
You had a premonition?
I did. I'm like 4 weeks ahead on this stuff. It's all pre-programmed, all the sound effects, all the musics, all the little drops.
That's why they're all screwed up all the time.
Don't age well in the
apparently not
box. But as we're speaking of milestones in life, we mentioned earlier James Earl Jones passed this week. Got a little thing for him in the open. But I stumbled across this week, and it's just, I mean, I love it when a big star like this is a important. David Letterman was great at getting people to do that. So here's 2 minutes of James Earl Jones in a way you've probably never seen him before.
Right tonight from the Home Office, top 10 things that sound cool when spoken by James Earl Jones. The famous actor, a fine actor, a lovely man. Top 10 things that sound cool when spoken by James Earl Jones. James, nice to see you. Thank you very much.
He's in character.
Yeah, like that guy that was here earlier. Top 10 things that sound cool when spoken by James Earl Jones. Here we go, number 10.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah. Number 9.
Objects in mirror may be closer than they appear.
Number 8.
J-Lo in the house.
J-Lo in the house.
Yeah, that sounded cool.
Number 7.
Click here now for the hottest sex sites on the web.
Number 6.
And the Academy Award for Best Picture goes to Dude, Where's My Car?
I like that. Number 5.
You're not fully clean until you're zestfully clean.
All right, fine. Number 4.
You mean I get all these great funk classics on just one CD or cassette?
Yeah. Number 3.
Number 3.
Well, now, wait a minute. That makes no sense at all. The number 2 cool thing when spoken by James Earl Jones.
Meow, 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 meow.
And the number 1 thing that sounds cool when spoken by James Earl Jones.
What's up?
I'd forgotten when he did that. That was hilarious. I almost peed my pants that night.
Yeah. Meow, meow, meow thing was just, again, another happy accident that
just pure happenstance.
James Earl Jones, rest peacefully in a galaxy far,
far, far away.
Away.
You're all our fathers.
Before we move on with anything else, our final trip into...
The MAGA's greatest fear is outside packs encroaching on their territory. They often build barriers around their hunting grounds, such as border walls, to ensure others do not get in and threaten their way of life. These barriers, while protective, also isolate them from the broader ecosystem, making them more ignorant and defensive.
Boy, that sure enough works.
We'll have more next week from the...
That boy, you hit that one out right on the stinking head.
You have no idea how many of these there are.
Are they like the trunk monkey?
We got to look for more trunk monkey there. You know what? Since we got a minute and it's our new
we
butt
gotta
drug.
show it.
Gotta show
no!
The Trunk Monkey Theft Retrieval System. Because sometimes getting your car back is simply not enough. Another revolutionary idea. Pending approval by Department of Agriculture.
Bill, are you going to get one for the new car?
I'll just get the neighbor's kid. I still thump.
Very much the same.
The trunk monkey. I love it.
We found Bill's. They see you having a good time like this, and that's why the VA says, no.
Oh, you dirty bastards!
See?
Don't get me fired up again.
It's
You might even get MAGA Bill to show up, so be quiet. Be careful.
I thought I saw him lurking out behind the studio, but and again, and alive. I'm just I moving back to hour one. I just want to say it was nice to hear from John.
Yeah.
Although we had arranged it this morning, I said he wanted to come on for a little bit. I said, great, I will call you. I won't say anything, so I could, and then bring him on. And I literally was about to hit the button and call him when he calls in here. He calls in here. Of course, he's got the patience of a trunk monkey. No, he doesn't. Because the trunk monkey has great patience. Trunk monkey sits there and reads its magazine and just does its thing
until he's called on.
Well, he's called on. He's like he's your fire extinguisher with fur. He's ready. He's ready when you are, kids and kittens.
Funk. That just tickles me to no end.
Before we get into football here in a couple of minutes, I want to just hop back onto the Tua thing. I mean, the game was a disaster. Right?
Did they cart him off or did he walk off?
He walked off. He walked up. But here's what was the scary thing. So, look, he could have slid. He had the first down with tons. Look, he didn't. I'm not going to hold that against him. In the moment, he just kind of leaned into it, and he went. He runs into Hamlin again. Hamlin has everything is fine as far as he goes. There's no. But what was scary is that as soon as Tua hits the ground, he starts doing the thing with the hands. That's what scared me. I mean, anytime he puts his helmet on, I was scared.
It worries me.
That he hit the helmet too hard on his head. But when I see the hands thing, because we watched that, a couple of years ago, he went down and just. I mean, and then he got up and he stumbled, and it's look. He's our quarterback. That's all fine and well. He's a young man of 25 years. I really don't want to see him wind up institutionalized or worse. So, all the Fins Nation is looking out for you. We're all, I won't say there's thoughts and prayers, but
no, because that's so caca pee anyway.
But you know what?
We're pulling for you. We're hoping for the best, and we're pulling for you.
Even non-Dolphin fans.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, not only on the I blame it on wearing the throwbacks.
Oh, is that what was happening?
I'm not a fan of the aqua throwbacks. I prefer my Dolphins in white. My favorite is the all white.
Excuse me, we got a sound bite right there. You got that pulled out. You're in deep trouble now, boy. You done talked your way right into a corner.
Thank you, Mr. Bomb the Stadium. Maybe we can share a cell together. But anyway, yeah, I don't. I mean, they did the whole thing Thursday night. They did the end zones where the old Miami with the diamonds in the end zone and the old logo with a dolphin actually wearing a helmet without the same logo on it, though.
Did they actually have Nick Buonacani sitting out there somewhere?
Let's not speak over the
know.
Might as well have invoked Shula there. I mean,
yeah, but he's still hanging around, isn't he?
Shula? He's been gone for years.
Is he? Okay, well, what the hell? Yeah. I just don't remember.
He wasn't doing well the last. He's another one made it to his 90s.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I check with his family.
Never mind.
He ain't doing so good no more.
Ding! Oh, my cat is ready.
Oh. What am I going to do with you?
That's never going to go away. It's never going to go away. In greatest remarks by presidents, that would be always number one.
Right up there with a day that will live in infamy.
Exactly. Right past the military industrial complex.
That's not what you can do for your country.
Oh, it goes above that one. Oh, it leapfrogs that one.
Leapfrogs. Well, Well, we're now at the bottom of the hour, sir. You know what that means?
Football.
What does that mean for you?
I'm winning. Football.
What do I need you to do right now?
Oh, I cue the band.
It's time for the Guys and Ed versus the Spread, your weekly foray into the exciting world of pigskin prognostication. Each week, John Stroke This Shannon, Bill Fancher, Gerald, the spreadsheet with a heart, and I will choose professional football games and select winners using the point spread. At the end of the season, the winner will claim possession of the Radio TFI Gilchrist Ceremonial Sippy Cup, not responsible for shipping errors. Extra points can be earned by going for it with a 2 or 3 point conversion, if we have the nerve. Ladies and gentlemen, kids and kittens, it's
the subliminal message in there, the subliminal disclaimer.
I'll finish the whole thing in one shot. Bill will let me finish.
You can't. I never know when you're done.
Here's when I'm done. When I say
okay. Well, you might need to fax one of those to me.
Fax. Maybe I should just mimeograph one.
Yeah, mimeograph one so I can sniff it when it comes to. That's why all the fifth graders were so high back then.
You do this with your test papers.
That's right. You'll sniff it for 10 minutes before you took the test.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here it's week 2 of the football season. We hear it. The Guys and Ed versus the Spread are happy you're joining us for this. Let's see.
You couldn't have just made it the Guys versus the Spread.
No. It's the whole rhyming scheme.
Okay.
The rhyming scheme.
All right.
And by the way, did you notice the cheap job I did? The masking tape with the film.
It's impressive. I will admit that.
Thank you.
The graphics department was hard at work for that.
They spent upwards of 5 minutes on this. Maybe we move on.
Was it a union job to put the tape on?
There were 3 different unions involved. It was
had 5 supervisors and 1 worker.
Let me know when I can.
I yield the floor.
Well, let's take a look at last week. John,
let's do that.
All right. I'm going to beg you not to do that. When I start speaking, please give me a moment. All right, let me get through it.
Okay.
All right. Last week, John got one right. He got Dallas, Cleveland. We're not going to talk about me. Somehow,
we're not.
Bill Cheers waited 2 points with Chicago. How did you pick Chicago over Tennessee? I just don't understand.
I thought they'd probably still be floating high from the number 1 draft pick.
Yeah, John and I.
And hell, they were down 17-3 at one point.
I didn't see any of that game. And even Gerald picked up a point going against the New York Football Giants. So let's take a look at the current scoreboard and how things. It's
oh my!
You want to read the scores, Bill? Go ahead. You read the score.
Let's see. It's Bill the Conqueror Fancher in first place with 2 points. John, I don't have a clue where I am. Shannon has 1 point. Gerald, who's lost in the plains somewhere, even has a point. And Ed, I wished I was doing something else. Van Ness has 0.
Thank you. Thank you, Bill Fancher. Your participation is not only welcome but relieving. Let's move on with this week's picks. John provided me with his picks, but I'm going to read them off. Anyway, here we go. John likes those Baltimore Ravens going against the Raiders. Visit Baltimore. John likes the Ravens giving up 8.5 points. The New York, the Jets visit Tennessee. They're 3.5 point favorites. How or why, I don't understand. I guess because Aaron Rodgers survived the first series at Downs.
What is he going to get? 4 weeks and then he'll go out?
John likes the Jets giving up 3.5 over their Tennessee Titans. That's the once and current Titans. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, his beautiful and beloved Kansas City Chiefs are being visited by his new hometown favorite, the Cincinnati Bengals. Kansas City is a 6-point favorite. John, of course, is going with his Chiefs. Great googly moogly. Let's move on now to young Mr. Fancher. Young Mr. Fancher.
Before I get into my picks, I do have a question. The Cincinnati Kansas City game. Kansas City's what, -6?
-6.
So if you were going to take Kansas City and go for 2, what would have been the play?
It would have been 13.5.
Okay. I sure thought about that, but I've learned my lesson going for 2. All right. New England is going to become the new Houston franchise. Can't win anything. Seattle kind of impressed me last week. They kind of jumped right up there. So I'm taking Seattle -3 in New England. The Chargers, hell, you could have one person go out and beat Carolina. Just have the quarterback in the center snap the ball and they could probably beat Ken. This I sure thought about going for 3 on this game, but you watch, because I'm saying this, Carolina will jump up and bite me in the ass. But I'm taking the Chargers -5. And if you've noticed, I'm taking all road dogs or road picks.
Road favorites.
This week. Road favorites. Pittsburgh -2.5 over Denver. Denver can't seem to get out of its way, even with a new quarterback. So Pittsburgh don't know which quarterback they're going to play. So it's flip a coin and see who goes in. I thought they said Justin Fields was going to start, but then again, you never know.
No, you've got every team in there that Russell Wilson plays for or played
pretty
for.
much. I think played for them all at one time or another. But Pittsburgh -2.5 over Denver.
By the way, from apparently there was a situation with Carolina last year. They were on offense. They had the ball at the 20. Let me finish. They had the ball at the 20, and the other team left the field. They thought the game was over. 3 plays later, the Panthers scored.
That's good stuff. They got a first down.
All right, we're going to move on now to my picks. Let's see. Well, Niners visit the Minnesota Twins.
If they were playing the Twins, they'd win for damn sure now.
Niners are a 4.5-point favorite on the road. I like the Niners. Brock Purdy, come on, man. It's the Vikings. Ooh, we
beat them last year.
That was last year.
Okay, so hey,
did I question your picks? Did I question the rationale behind your picks during the picks? No. Sit back, relax, have a little kitty paw. Okay.
Ooh, it's almost ready.
You put the powdered sugar on it, man. It is. Tampa Bay Buccaneers visit the Detroit Tigers. Lions. As much as I like Detroit, and I got a lot of faith in Detroit, 7.5 points. I'm sorry. I'm taking Tampa. Give me that 7.5 points. And finally, Cincinnati. I wrestled greatly with this game. I was looking for a third game to pick, and I was,
apparently
my
the wrestling won.
Excuse me. Cincinnati visits the great Kansas City.
Wow.
I'm taking the Bengals +6 over the Chiefs. Y'all can say what you want. I think Kansas City plays great, but they're not what they were. They don't have the people that they had. They looked good against Baltimore, but not great.
Yeah, but it's Cincinnati.
Maybe.
But you know what? Cincinnati has played well in Kansas City, believe it or not, even in the playoffs and stuff like that. So you might go 0-6.
Your faith in me.
A little head fake there.
It's inspiring. All right, you know what it's time for right now.
There we go. Bring it on, big guy.
What the hell happened to the audio?
I don't know. There's no reason for it. He lost his voice altogether.
Oh, I think I put the wrong one in there.
Oh no.
Hold on a second. Yeah, I think I put the wrong one in there. We're gonna find out. Yeah,
Oh, he's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. There we go. That's the right. I had it in there. I was in the wrong place.
Good morning, gentlemen. What a great day to not be in last place. Right ahead. Right to it, shall we? The Seattle Seahawks fly into New England for the Where's My Coach and Quarterback Bowl. Seattle is favored by 3 points because, I don't know, someone had to be. I'm taking Seattle on the road. Next up is everyone's favorite, the J-E-T-S. Jets, Jets, Jets. Gang Green sputters into Tennessee to take on the current Titans. Time to kick this season into high gear. And it pisses off Bill. I'm going for 3 with Tennessee. Titans minus 13.5 points. Last but not least, we go to Kansas City. Mr. Taylor Swift and friends take on Cincinnati. Sorry, Mr. Shannon, but we're on different sides here. Great googly moogly. Give me those Bengals, +6 over the Chefs. Last week we had a minor technical mishap. Thanks to Pantload Head. In case you missed it. Thank you, Bill. Enjoy
Hey!
Everybody's favorite Gerald, new voice and all. By the way, that was my fault. I had the correct audio in there. I just didn't look for it in there. So once again, hashtag big time professional radio. That's us.
It was under the sign that says play here.
Yeah. I know. We put a bigger piece of masking tape over it. All right, let's recap what we got for this week. Mr. Shannon, he likes Baltimore over the Raiders. He's given up 8.5 points in Baltimore. He also likes the Jets, Jets visiting Tennessee, giving up 3.5 points. Finally, he's going with his Kansas City Chiefs -6 at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. Young Mr. Fancher, he's digging Seattle, giving up 3 over the Patriots. Likes them Chargers -5 over the Carolina Panthers. You know what you do with Panthers? What are they? They're cats. Meow. Enjoy. Bon appetit. Finally, Bill likes in wrapping up the Russell Wilson travel log. He likes Pittsburgh, giving up 2.5, visiting Denver Broncos in the Mile High City. I'm taking San Francisco, who visit Minnesota with their, Dome Stadium. Giving up 4.5 points. Tampa Bay visits Detroit. Give me Tampa plus 7.5 points. I see it coming. Curtis Mayfield, not Curtis Mayfield. What's his name?
Curtis Mayfield, Baker Mayfield, Curtis Mayfield.
I like Curtis Mayfield. I mean,
Well, you know,
you can't go wrong with that. But
no,
that was inadvertent. That really wasn't a. Finally, I'm taking Cincinnati plus 6 over Kansas City. Gerald, like Bill, he likes Seattle giving up 3 points against the Patriots. Unlike Bill, he's taken Tennessee. He's betting that dog. He's going for 3, giving up 13.5 points against the Jets. That's finally, like me, he's taking Cincinnati plus 6 over Kansas City. Ladies and gentlemen, that will complete John and Ed versus the guys and Ed versus the spread for this week. As we always like to say, if you're gambling real money on these games and you want to use our picks to bet real money, well, what is it we always say, Bill?
What are you freaking stupid?
What are you freaking stupid? That's going to do it for us. We'll see you next week. And that didn't go nearly as well as I had hoped. I didn't go anywhere in the ballpark to how
he's rounding third. Oh, he's on at the plate.
Oh man, I'm going to
he slips and falls. The catcher walks out and tags him on the head.
I'm gonna whoop myself for that one. I may deep fry my own toe.
You could.
Goodness.
Cat fritters.
Oh, what else you got on your mind this week, Bill?
I don't know. Just go back to the debate.
Go back to the debate then. Whatever it is you want to talk about there, buddy.
Did you see her expression when he said they eating the dogs? I was like, she was like, where the hell did that come from?
There's another piece of video out there where somebody says where they're interviewing. Other piece of video out there where somebody's interviewing her. Ask her, what's your favorite cuss word? First she says, I'm not going to say it here.
But it did almost say it on TV, didn't she?
Starts with an M. Ends with an And it got to her giving Trump that look. And she hesitates. Oh, I should have put this one up there. And she saved herself. I forget what she. You can see she wanted to say, "Mother." What are you talking about? There were so many what you're talking about Willis moments in that debate.
Oh, no kidding.
It's getting back to it. It's sad. It's sad. So many people just listen to this clown. Believe every word he said. I was starting to say earlier, you got a lot of people out there voting for him.
This ass clown.
Yeah. They may have voted for him twice, but there's still plenty of people out there going, not 3 times.
I mean, a perfect example of it, all the people that voted for, what's her name in the primary when she wasn't even on the ballot in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, that ought to kind of give you some kind of reasoning behind this. And I honestly, you can keep this portion of the show and play it back after the election. I don't think it's going to be nearly as close as they're predicting. She's going to win this thing big.
I don't either. I'll tell you why I don't think so. And part of it is a meme I saw that makes a lot of sense. Basically, the meme says, I just froze up. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can still hear you. You were frozen.
Basically, the meme says it's like a note to women. It says, you don't have to tell your husband who you voted. You can tell him you voted for Trump.
Yeah.
And I think you have a lot of people who in public at these idiotic rallies, are doing it to save face. And yeah, I think it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a landslide for her, but I think it's going to be a wider margin than Biden.
Oh yeah, I think she's looking at probably winning by 7 to 8 points.
Oh, that's what Biden won by. I think it's going to be more.
Yeah, but I mean, that's my minimal. What she's going to win by. There's not going to be any. We're waiting 3 days to see the results. I do believe we will know that night.
Keep in mind, we got a lot of college students now. This is their first presidential election. Pretty much everybody
Beto
in college.
O'Rourke, as you're saying that, Beto O'Rourke is running around the state of Texas right now, going to all the college campuses and getting students to sign up for voting.
Right. The overwhelming majority of everybody in college right now has never voted in a presidential election.
Exactly.
So you've got this ton of people out there. And Taylor Swift is not, look, I've heard people say, well, Taylor Swift, her fan base is 12, 13-year-old girls. Taylor Swift has been at this for a long time, and the 12 and 13-year-old girls she appealed to initially are 22,
are now
18
and 19. Yeah, exactly.
But they're older than that, too. She's 34. So they're right in that age. So, that's, and plus all these 12 and 13-year-old girls have mommies and daddies and uncles and aunts and cousins. And, you got a lot of people.
Here's something that I've said once, and I'll say it again. Any woman out there that is considering voting for Trump needs to have their damn head examined.
Because that's about the only thing you'll get examined these days.
Yeah, you have a point. But I mean, why in the world would you even consider this schmuck? Oh, I'm over 65. I don't have to worry about abortions. Well, then what about your grandkids? What about them? I mean, come on. Just because you don't. And that's the same thing. I don't have to worry about it, neither does Barb, but that doesn't mean it's right.
I certainly don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about schools. I don't have to worry about nothing. Yeah. I'm single with no dependents. And I'm a white guy. What do I need to worry about? Nothing.
And again, this is not a man's issue.
It's not. Nope.
All you men out there bitching and moaning about abortions,
have nothing to do
shut
with you.
The hell up.
You are there for support. Now,
that's it.
If your partner wants you to be involved in the decision, by all means. By all means. But at the end of the day, we weren't born with uteri or uteruses. One of my favorite jokes I ever came up with was I was sitting with a bunch of people I was working with, all women. We were on a break. And they were gabbing about whatever. And I looked over at them. I said, all this girl talking me without a uterus.
Exactly. What the hell?
But yeah, I mean, that's not something. Look, I've had friends and women I know that have had abortions. I've seen the effect of pregnancies gone wrong. You can't just look, we're men. We have it easy. We get up in the morning, we pee, maybe we shave, and that's we're on the way out the door.
Got to shake it a couple of times. More than 3. You're playing with yourself. But
it's twice, my friend. But
I give you an extra one just for the hell of it.
As I like to say, to be a woman, you need a degree in mechanical engineering to. No, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on. And we have no clue. We have no clue. I just and you're right. For any woman to think that this band of knuckleheads, look, the days of the Republican automaton women, the fembots, that's over. With your plain brown overcoat. The Stepford wives. Now, if you want to say to me, I like Trump's policies, well, my first question would be, name one.
Yeah, exactly. Name one. Okay. You don't like his stance on abortion. Name me something that he's standing on. I would have said he was stepping on his dick, but they've already said that wouldn't happen.
His feet aren't that big or high up.
That's it. He's not that short.
I mean, we all know Infrastructure Week is coming.
For how many weeks was that?
That was every
2 times 4,
200.
200 some weeks.
And of course, the healthcare.
Oh yeah, I love that when he said back in 16. I'm not talking about now, but back in 16, he said, "I'm coming up with a plan. We're going to make it. It's better than anything out there. It'll be the greatest ever." And then when they couldn't pass it, he goes, "It was complicated. Who knew?
Who knew? No. Y'all did."
And then I have a concept of a plan. Oh, that was genius.
Mother of Christ.
I have a concept of a plan.
And a maybe.
Yeah, could we hit you in the head with a 2x4?
What's the definition of a dog? Dog. So there are no plans, there are no concepts.
No.
There are no, I mean, again, as we all know, they had how many
And another
years?
good one was only I can fix it. No, only you could screw it up the way it got.
Look, people on real earth understand. He's not fit to be himself, let alone.
That's for damn certain. And the problem is, he knows. You watch. Once the elections is over, he loses. His ass will be in jail before spring of 25.
Well, again, they've delayed the sentencing until after the election, which I agree with. At this stage, since we all know what his game is, let's not give him. Let's take the Supreme Court out of it. Okay. Let's take all that election nonsense out of it. November, I think it's Thanksgiving week. Turkey gobble.
Yeah, that's what they said. What was it, the 27th or the 26th? I don't remember.
Something like that. Something like
26, I think, yeah.
The election will be over. You can file all your appeals.
All them turkeys go to the chopping block.
That's right. You can do everything you like from your cell in Rikers. And he loses. Let's go. Handcuffs, click. You're going to die. Look, I don't care how much time he gets. As long as he gets some time.
Yeah, because we've got to keep some kind of credibility in this country. There's like Kamala said, they're laughing at us because he's running again. They didn't like him the first time, but because he's running again, they're all going, how can he do it? You guys are always talking about the elections and the people and criminals and all that kind of stuff. And we got this moron still running. So if we don't throw his ass in jail after the election, we're going to look like schmucks around the world.
We're going to look like bigger schmucks.
Yeah, bigger schmucks.
But all we can do is wait, do our thing. Again, check your vote.
Check your local listings.
Make sure you get out there and vote. Make sure you double check that you're still registered to vote. If you're not like Bill and I.
Yeah, because time's getting short for you to register.
That's right. We're all white guys. They don't bother us. But we're not the ones alone. Leave us alone. Yeah, they leave us alone. But that doesn't mean they leave everybody else alone. Right, wrong, or indifferent.
That's true.
Right, wrong, or indifferent. And
wow, we went kind of quick this week. Hey, we made a whole show.
We did a whole show.
Wow.
We did a whole show this week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids and kittens, we want to thank you for joining us for these 2 hours that just zipped on by. Once again, you found big-time professional radio, technical difficulty radio. For Bill, I'm Ed. Thanks for joining us here on Radio TFI's Just Killin' Time. We'll be back next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. See ya!
TFI.